Easy to laugh when you're hiding like a pussy. Come on out!
Gladly.
Oh, what the fuck?
Don't you get it? I'm God here.
That's just fine. In the real world, you're just a bitch with a keyboard.
You always hear how variety is the spice of life, but we're not getting enough variety. We're getting more of the same. On one side we have variety, and on the other side we have oversaturation. Now, a good example of this is last gen. Last gen we get Call of Duty. Call of Duty Modern Warfare is where it all started. It was first person shooter, something new, something different from everything that came out before it. It brought something really unique, but over time, after each iteration after that, it became stale. It was the same thing over and over again, so it was oversaturated. Then the market got oversaturated with other first-person shooters that wanted to be like Call of Duty. Now, why was that? They wanted money, but we were not getting as much change as we should have. You know, the industry wasn't really prospering in variety that we expect to have. Now, when we look at other genres like open world games, MOBA, same thing. They're currently like jam-packed with all these type of games. You got Watch Dogs, GTA, Sleeping Dogs, and you got MOBAs. You got like Here's a Storm. We got Smite, League of Legends, Dota 2, and that's just to name a few. There's so many out there. Now, like you can see the gameplay in the background, Saints Row 3, same thing. When Saints Row 1 and 2 were out, people thought it was a GTA clone, but when they tried to change it, people were like, it's not Saints Row anymore, it's totally different, it's wacky, but it's not Saints Row, I don't like it. Why is that? Why do we do that? I don't understand. When we want change and we get it, we don't accept it. So there has to be a balance in between. It has to keep the same formula of that franchise. Now, AAA industry isn't the only one that's affected by this. Indie games are just as much of a problem like AAA. Now, the biggest example of this one would be mobile. Look at the number of games we get and look how many of them are basically the same copy of each other. You know, puzzle games or games like, you know, Candy Crush. Basically, Candy Crush copied another game that was another game. You know, it's like there's a copy of a copy of a copy. So that doesn't bring change. The problem is we see too much of the same thing. In the indie side, I've seen way too many side scrollers. So even if it's on console or PC, too many side scrollers, too many puzzle games. I started noticing this a lot more with PlayStation Plus. Now, PlayStation Plus is, you know, $50 a year. They give you all these games, right? But most of the indie games they give now, like, yeah, they have different mechanics, different like background art styles, but when you look at it, it's basically the same thing, a puzzle platformer. So if I played one and I played two, so I'm like, I just played them all. I don't want to play any more of them. I downloaded about 15 games like those. You know, try each one of them out. After playing about 2 or 3, I was like, I'm done. I can't do this. I can't play all of these. It's the same thing over and over again. Yeah, they have different puzzles, different mechanics, but I want something different. I want something unique, something that brings change. But they weren't doing that, and that was basically the problem. We still need the games industry to keep running, so we need games to keep coming out, but we need change and variety. Now, there are a lot of factors that come into play when looking at oversaturation. It could be that we're just tired of a certain genre, because a lot of people keep playing the same game over and over again, but some people just get tired. So sometimes we're tired of MOBAs or FPSs or anything like that. We want something different, or sometimes it could be too many games coming out that we can't keep up. And even if we buy the game, it might be that we're so tired of playing that genre that we just don't want to play that anymore, and we put it to the side. So that builds up our backlog, basically. Too many games, too many products of the same kind coming out, whether it be indie or whether it be AAA, whether it be PC, console, mobile, doesn't matter. It's too many games of the same thing. And I think that was one of the reasons that led to the first video game crash. So I hope that doesn't happen again, because currently the new games coming out, they're looking pretty good, like Horizon Zero Dawn, Scalebound, Metal Gear Solid 5, Mad Max, and Fallout 4. So they're a pretty good lineup. So over the next few years, we're gonna have a lot of good games. I hope all of you enjoyed that video. If you want to give your thoughts, please put it down in the comment section below. and follow me on Twitter and subscribe to the channel for more amazing content. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.